to kinsman to guard ye. I'm no alone. As ye see, Corrie is here to protect me. Gavan saw only friendly interest from the dog as he took a few steps closer. Corrie abandoned her mistress to come to him and lick his hand. His laugh held no mirth, nor did his tone as he scowled at the hound. And a fine job she's doing, too. The lass frowned at her dog, then turned the frown on him. Gavan sighed and schooled his features. He hadn't meant to hurt her feelings, but to make her see reason. Corrie! The lass patted her side, calling the hound back. I've never seen her behave this way, truly. She touched the dog's head, which came up to her waist. She likes ye. With barely a pause for breath, she added, I'm Marsali Murray. Despite his annoyance at her disregard for safety, Gavan summoned a polite smile as he moved closer and took her hand. The sensation of her soft skin in his palm suddenly warmed him in a way that wasn't polite at all. A vision of tugging her into his arms made his breath catch in his chest. Her eyes widened, telling him she'd seen the heat flare in his eyes. He allowed her to pull her hand away. I'm pleased to meet ye, Lady Murray. He kept his tone genial, forcing his voice to remain neutral rather than to deepen with the unexpected yearning that washed over him. Corrie, too, he said, scratching the hound behind her ears to distract himself. What had just happened? He wasn't usually prone to such impulses when first meeting a lass. He preferred to get to know them first. The lass knit her fingers together as her shoulders inched up. Just Marsali, please. That surprised him. If she was not a lady, what was she doing with the hound? Very well, just Marsali. He took a step back in an attempt to lessen the sudden tension between them. Had she clasped her hands together to keep from reaching for him? Why are ye here? When I topped the rise, I heard ye singing. He needed the distance, but it appeared she did as well. Her shoulders had dropped when he moved away. But after she picked up the chain of flowers she'd been weaving and ran a fingertip over a few of the bell-shaped blooms, he could see tension reflected again in her stiff posture. 'Tis a harmless thing I do. She paused, eyeing him, as if wondering whether she dared continue. A frown marred the smooth expanse of her forehead, but only for a moment. Her reluctance made Gavan wonder what harm a woven strand of bluebells could harbour. Was she embarrassed or uneasy to tell him? Aye, he prompted, curious now. She exhaled, glancing skyward, then met his gaze. 'Tis said, if under a waxing moon a maid weaves a chain of bluebells within the stone circle, the next lad she sees will be her true love. She held up her handiwork. 'Tis no quite finished, so I believe ye are safe from me. Corrie tells me I am safe from ye. Gavan gave her his most innocent smile. I dinna believe in such things, but if ye do, not in the magic, and not in the illusion of safety her dog gave her. This hound would be no match for him, despite its great size, or the shaggy grey coat that made it appear even larger. Marsali probably trusted that most people were unfamiliar with the friendlier aspects of the breed. After days of travel, he looked like most people, or worse, rather than the son of a Highland laird with a keep, a kennel, and a few deerhounds of his own. I couldna see any harm in the attempt. She looped the garland over her shoulder. What are ye doing at the stones? Indeed, no harm being out here alone. Gavan shrugged, trying hard not to notice how sweetly the blue flowers lay against the milky skin of her throat. Their intoxicating scent wafted over him. Some of her dark blonde hair had escaped its braid to curl alongside her face, just above one bloom. He longed to brush back the wayward strand, to reveal more of the blush he could see staining her cheek in the moonlight. Instead, he forced himself to speak. Passing by, on my way home. Neither the air nor despair, I've been seeing some of the world. Her eyes lit up. Green or blue? He couldn't be sure in this light. Ah, how I'd love to be free to do that. I've never been farther from my village than the loch. Gavan sighed, then chuckled, his pique at her foolishness evaporating in response to the wistfulness of her words. She might be a kindred spirit, with a wanderlust to equal his own, but she clearly hadn't.